Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the light heavyweight bout between Karl Albrektsson versus Karl Moore. And I'm gonna go high confidence Karl Albrektsson. I really want to go low confidence anytime it's a pick involving Karl Albrektsson and I'm picking him to win. I really want to go low confidence every time, but got to give him his dues. I'm gonna go high confidence for him to beat Karl Moore. If it wasn't just about both these guys were active and Karl Moore had actually been staying active over these years and evolving and showing growth, living up to his, well, not living up to his potential, but maximizing his potential. I'm not saying this guy is great or anything like that. I don't feel he's great or anything special or anything, but if he would have maximized his potential, could have been a decent enough fighter. And definitely, I don't feel like ever would have been no phenomenal or special fighter like that at all, but could have been a decent fighter. I mean, he's still a pretty decent fighter, but could have been an even more decent fighter. And what does that even mean? But he could have been an even more decent fighter. I feel like he could have been, stylistically, could have beat Karl Albrektsson and potentially even dominated or stopped Karl Albrektsson here, potentially. But he hasn't. He has been very inactive, for 2016, they take some time off. For this, now he hasn't fought since, for 2019, he hasn't fought again in a while. So he's got to take these big breaks, and it's not like he's been fighting the best competition. Like at one point, he was fighting decent competition for Paul Craig back in 2016. Not even 2016. It was early in that. It was like 7 years ago, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm getting bad with years. But he fought. I looked it up. It's not like I watched it live or anything. I'm just saying based off what I looked up probably like 5 seconds ago, and I already forgot. But yeah, he was doing pretty good against Paul Craig, who's one of the, matter of fact, probably top 3 grapplers actively in the light heavyweight division right now, and he was out grappling at points. Showed good power, good size, good strength, good wrestling, at least for that level. I ain't saying he like one of the cream of the crop wrestlers or one of the cream of the crop. Well, to be able to do that with Paul Craig, had to take his back at some point, he had to mount it. Like I can't even think of no one who would actually mount Paul Craig right now. Maybe Glover Teixeira, but I can't really think of no one else in the heavyweight division that would actually be able, or if John Jones came back down, but I can't think of no one else that would be actively be able to mount him like he did back then Karl Moore was able to do. But that was some years ago. And Paul Craig feel like has got better. Paul Craig has been active and getting better. I don't feel like Karl Moore has been active and getting better. I feel like he's kind of been stagnant. And now, along with stagnation, he's been stagnant as far as being in the cage. He's not coming out in the cage. He's been like I said, a lot of years. Probably took off like half a year been inactive. So I can't really trust in inactivity, especially in the fight that's relatively competitive on paper. Like we don't know how it's going to play out in the cage for sure all the time because stuff could happen. It's life. It's not no simulation. This is actual real people fighting with real outcomes and whatnot. But yeah, don't like the inactivity. It's a tight matchup no matter how you cut it. But gotta go Karl Albrektsson here. He's been active. I haven't really been seeing no great improvements from him, but he's been active. He's been standing in the gym. He's been along with being in the gym, you have been in the cage. And it's like I said, you warmed up, your muscle warmed up versus a guy who's been inactive, fight inactive. His gears are very greasy. I mean, he's not greasy. His gears are very stiff and need some oil. He's very rusty. They need some oil. He needs some oil and some brushing. And if Albrektsson could tell, like I said, just stand him in the fight definitely opens up. I feel like it'd be probably an ugly decision. Albrektsson ain't no real technical, clean, talented fighter. He's just a big, sloppy, low-tier wrestler that managed to get by. I'm never impressed. I'm really disgusted by Albrextson's fighting style, to be honest, but it has helped him a lot in a decent level. So I feel like he should be able to stand him out of early rounds. Well, this is stand him and just work probably a dragon type fight, trying to wear on him in the clinch, throw some sloppy strikes, clinch him up, and just wear on him, lay on him, and try to work some takedowns. Probably start to have better success in the second round, and just carry on in the third round, and just grind out an ugly, lackluster decision over Karl Moore. I'm expecting. So in this one, I got Karl Albrektsson via decision.